drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Back to pass, it's Dart. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A third down try for the offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he got loose, it was all over. Play the analytics here, and you go for two. They'll go to the air. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Wimsatt. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, looking to pass. They're trying to get to him. Oh, it's loose. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football No PI, able to swat it away past incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like he just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, on that last play, you'd love to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
To throw, it's Dart. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Looking to take a shot. Picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's White. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. A third and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense.
Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Keeps looking downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Rebels! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. A good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Looking for a deep man. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
Complete on the comeback. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
But we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds his man, it's Harris. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. To the air. It's Dart. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll let it go down the right side. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of deep in, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 20. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They get it in for the 2-point conversion, and we have a 4-point game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Getting some heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Dart. Going for the big play. He's got it down the right side. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pocket starts to collapse. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's dark. He rifles one deep down the right side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Kentucky. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it on the outside, it's Lee. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Looking to throw, it's Dark. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Rebels will hustle to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Parrish. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
It's caught downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And that one will give them the lead.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's White. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Dark. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
To the air, it's Dark. He's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time.
He unleashes a long one. Got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Buying some time. He'll fire to his right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Dart. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires it down the seam. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the right. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lee. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He wants to throw here on second down. Fires to the right. Holds it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would...
A shot toward the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Skips away from pressure. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. And he breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, And I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Back to throw, it's Dart. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
On second down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Powers through. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go through the two-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a one-possession game here in the fourth. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit, and even with 2 timeouts left, I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit 0 if they do this. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage and probably getting...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it down the left side. He's loose. Just trucks through it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away. Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying to pound their way in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And the defense stopped them again on second and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Looking to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. The snap sets up the throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Looks like the regular kickoff unit out there, but with this time and score and no timeouts, you've got to go for the onside kick here. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the end.
Coming after him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Looking to pass. It's Wimsatt. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.